Hi, welcome to Dateline Activity. See, in the past, before Common Core, I would be Common Core before it was cool and let children promote their own learning by investigating things and putting together a TV news broadcast. But in the past, we just pretended and had them do it live for the most part. And, well, now we have technology and everybody has a camera phone, so I made it mandatory this year to be on video. So tomorrow we'll have our very first Dateline Investigates 19th Century News Labor Organizing Unrest Film Festival. And no, you're not invited. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brian D. Yanis.
And I'm Brian Kuhn.
And welcome to Brian News. Today we go into live action with the Haymarket Strike of 1886 and the Pullman Strike of 1894. Before we go live, here's some background information about Knights of Labor and the AFL and the Social and Anarchist Point.
The Knights of Labor, the national union formed in Philadelphia in 1869. The Knights wished to arrange working men and women of any skill into a single union.
Hello, I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Brianna.
We're here to talk about the early labor movement.
The first national labor organization was the National Trades Union, which was open to the workers from all crafts.
One of the first national labor organizations was the Knights of Labor.
The Knights hoped to organize all of the working men and women.
Now we have the leader of the Knights of Labor, Terrence Powderly.
Hello, Mr. Powderly. Can you tell us about the Knights of Labor and what your purpose of forming them was?
Well, we formed it in 1869. We preferred not to use the strike as a tool like everyone else does. We also hope to organize all working men and women, skilled and unskilled, into one single union.
That's great, Mr. Powderly. Well, it was nice talking to you.
American Federation of Laborers, or AFL, was the third national union. It was formed in 1886 and was under the leadership of Samuel Cooper, a London-born cigar maker.
Next, we have the leader of the American Federation of Labor, Samuel Gompers. Why did you form the AFL?
We decided to form it in 1886 and sought to organize any skilled workers in a network of smaller unions, each devoted to a specific craft, which was called craft union.
How many members did your group consist of?
From 1886 to 1892, we gained about 250,000 people.
Socialists and anarchists differ in view. Socialists believe that resources owned by society should be controlled by a popular elected council or state. Anarchists dislike government. They believe government impedes growth.
Now let's go to Jalitza for a live report on the Haymarket Strike of 1886.
The Haymarket of 1886 is between the strikers and the scabs. Scabs are workers called by employers to replace strike laborers. The strikers repeated the quote, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of rest, and 8 hours for what we will. On May 4th, a rioter threw a bomb at a police station, causing gunfire on both sides, killing many people. The Knights of Labor were blamed for the riots.
Now let's go to Ty for a live report on the Pullman Strike of 1894.
This strike occurred because the way George Mortimer Pullman treated his workers. In 1893, Pullman laid off workers and cut wages by 25%. In June 1894, the Pullman strike outbreak with 260,000 railroad workers. On July 4th, Grover sent 2,500 federal troops and the strike ended.
Interesting. Can you tell us about the collective bargaining?
Yes, collective bargaining is a process in which workers negotiate as a group with employers.
How did you guys strengthen this?
Well, we pressed for a closed shop, a workplace in which only union members would be hired.
Very good. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Socialism began in the 1830s idealistic movement. It was believed that people should cooperate, not compete in producing goods.
Because of ideas from German philosopher Karl Marx, socialism grew more radical, and in 1848, Marx and Friedrich Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto.
Jalitza and Ty for the live reports.
And thank you for tuning in to Brian News.